Hi everyone, this is Alok Patnia, Managing Partner and Founder at Tax Mantra Global Group. Today, in this video, I want to show you something which is very, very important for all the MSMEs, SMEs, and startups in India. If you're doing a business in India, then this is the video you want to watch for. This is so critical. Let me just share my screen. So basically, see, if you are an MSME, this data should scare you because this data says that in the last few years, almost 70, more than 75,000 MSMEs have shut down. And this is a government data from the Ministry of MSME. And these MSMEs got shut down not because of bad product or because of bad market, but because the business gave up, but because of something else, right? In fact, in the last year, which is 24-25, 47.4% of the businesses got shut down. Now, this is the government data. The actual data may be 5x, 10x of this. So actual data would be much, much larger. Now, why this has happened? And this is very, very important for small and medium-sized businesses and for startups. Why this has happened? See, what is the real reason? Is the real reason that the market was not good, trade war, Trump tariff, Iran war, Ukraine war, inflation, customers were not good, there were a lot of competition. Do you think those were the reasons these business got shut down? Actually, the real reason are not that. The real reason is actually all these businesses didn't had any idea about their exact cash flow statement. They don't know that what is the cash they have. उनको पता ही नहीं था कि उनके पास cash कितना at given point of time. They didn't knew that what is the client, product or project profitability. So they didn't knew which client or project or a product is actual profitable and which is actually bleeding and giving them losses. They didn't knew that there was one GST notice or one bank query which will completely paralyze the entire operations because the business owner's focus is now to resolve that GST notice and the GST litigation which may have come in. And their PNL or MIS. So most of these small and medium-sized businesses, they actually close their books of accounts in one go in one financial year, or they do it monthly or quarterly, but they don't do their books of accounts on a daily basis. So they don't have the right PNL. MIS doesn't reach to them on time, and every decision is made in the darkness. Uh, we also realized in last 23-24 years that nobody in the company fully understood the complete financial picture, and most of the business owners thought that their CA is the CFO. Now that is a big a problem. If you feel that your CA is the CFO, right? your all of your compliances are in a reactive mode. आप बस किसी तरह से वो compliances कर लेते हो. You are in the fighting mode every time, right? And working capital was always trapped. Cash was always tight. Nobody knew what's happening. Nobody knew what's happening. So वर्किंग कैपिटल चल रहा है, लिमिट पे लिमिट लिया जा रहा है, बैंक को बोला जा रहा है लिमिट नेगेटिव है, कैश इज ऑलवेज टाइट, रेवेन्यू बढ़ रहा है बट कैश नहीं है, बैंक में पैसे नहीं है. व्हाई इज दैट हैपनिंग? एंड यू आर स्केलिंग फास्ट, आपका बिजनेस ग्रो हो रहा है, सेल्स ग्रो हो रहा है, एवरीथिंग इज ग्रोइंग, बट योर फाइनेंस सिस्टम आर स्टक. Your finance system are still stuck in the past. Now, why these are the main reasons which we have noted down in last 20-23 years of my professional journey, which I've seen. And there is only one way to solve this, and that one way is you need to build a finance operating system. You need to have a system which is a finance operating system, the way you have CRM, the way you have sales system, the way you have ops system. You need to have a finance operating system. अब एक मैं और इंटरेस्टिंग चीज बता रहा हूं. देयर आर टू इंडियाज विच वी आर लिविंग. यू हैव सीन वन इंडिया वेयर इन MSMEs आर क्लोजिंग डाउन and government is saying lakhs and lakhs of MSMEs have closed down. The government data is small, but the larger data would be much higher, obviously. because many businesses are not reported if they close down. On the other side, we had more than 300 IPOs in a single year. On the other side, we had 117 unicorns in India. On the other side, India is having the massive, largest M&A deals and PE rounds. So लोग पैसा रेस कर रहे हैं, ग्रो कर रहे हैं, आईपीओ कर रहे हैं, वेल्थ क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, यूनिकॉर्न्स बन रहा है, स्टार्टअप्स में फंडिंग हो रहा है, वो सब कुछ हो रहा है और लार्जर कंपनीज बिल्ड हो रही है. यू सी इन लास्ट 5-7 years हाउ मेनी कंपनीज हैव गॉट लिस्टेड एंड बिकम बिग इन इंडिया. So that means those businesses and those business owners are doing something right, which these MSMEs who are struggling are not able to do. Now, what are they able to do? So before that, let me quickly give my background. So I am a chartered accountant with 23 plus years of experience. Before starting Tax Mantra Global in 2010, I was working with KPMG and EY. I have helped and created 20 billion USD plus valuation in MSMEs. I have helped a lot of companies to go public, including Swiggy from day one to the listing. I have myself built a multi-million dollar firm, which is Tax Mantra Global, in the last 16 years. And I understand department, I understand banks, I understand investors, because that's where I sit most of the time with them. So coming back to the larger question, so the success, what are the things which the successful companies are able to measure, right? So the successful companies are able to measure their cash in hand versus the plan, right? They do it on a weekly basis. Some of the companies I know, they do it on a daily basis. Days of cash runway, how much cash they have to survive. They do it on weekly basis. Weekly cash flow, weekly net cash flow. All these things are being quick ratio, current ratio, working capital position. They measure it on a monthly or a weekly basis. Their revenue versus projected revenue, their budgeted revenue, what is the budget they have created. 99% of the MSME SMEs businesses in India don't even create their budget. They are just spending. और वो अचानक अचानक वो आके बोलेगा आपका फाइनेंस हेड की वी हैव टू मेक द पेमेंट. Achanak, there is an invoice of 5 lakh rupees, which business owner would say, but I didn't knew that I need to make this payment, because there is no budget which is happening. There is no segment reporting. There is no gross profit or gross margin which is being created, right? Leave about EBITDA and all those things. So the businesses, the real businesses who are successful are able to do this. DSO is very important. The debtor days, how many days are you able to collect your money? Overdue debtors. I mean, are you able to do this? Inventory turn is the single most important thing if you are into manufacturing, because the quicker you turn your inventory is if you do that, you will be requiring lesser uh, working capital. So that is very, very important. That is very, very important. So these are the things which larger businesses do. I can go on and on and on, because we have implemented these things with hundreds of businesses and I can see the results. I can go and go in terms of return on capital, in terms of rejection rate, interest coverage, how much is your interest? Because these are the things the banks and the investors would see, right? The sales pipeline, the compliance calendar. So we have implemented, so we work with so many companies, and there is one company which has got 21 subsidiaries in 21 countries, and we have created a global compliance calendar and a dashboard, automated dashboard for them, so wherein they can see their compliances in terms of in which country which compliances are due, who is doing it, by when it will be done. So you get into a control mechanism. As a business owner, you get into a control mechanism, right? Now, what do we do in the finance operating system which we build? So there are 6 pillars which we talk about. Pillar number 1, profit clarity. So you should have clarity in terms of profit, in terms of which client is giving you profit, which geography is giving you profit, which product is giving you profit, from a profit clarity map. So we help you to build this tool. We will help you to build a cash flow command wherein on a weekly basis, every Monday we get into a finance executive meeting on every Monday, and you get into a weekly Monday rhythm. Then there is an MIS, which is very, very important. MIS is not for larger companies. In fact, you use MIS to become a large company. Zero notice compliances, because we have implemented the dashboard, right? So these are the six structures, and the most important structure is the finance PTM. So basically we do a monthly PTM, which is called plan the month. We will plan, track, and manage, and it's a finance PTM. So one day in a month you have to completely go deep dive and control everything. Now, how do you do that? Before that, let me show you some of the implementations which we have done. So this is for a manufacturing entity which we have done. This is a Monday review. Obviously, for confidentiality, we have removed some of the data. This is how a Monday review looks like. This is how we review those data on a Monday basis. And this is completely automated tool which we have built. This is basically the monthly PTM which we do. So this is with regard to the manufacturing. Similarly, we have for trading, we have services. If you see for services, what kind of cash they are bringing in, the overdue, the unbilled, uh, the platform charges. So we have actually created this massive tool which has given so much of power to business owners, right? Now, how do we do it? Uh, so we have this plan called 100 FOS 100, which is Finance Operate System in 100 days. We actually build this wherein in the first 30 days, we will go in a diagnosis mode. We will completely do your finance audit. We will do a profit leak mapping. We will do a compliance gap scan. We will work on a working capital analysis. And there will be a complete finance gap and growth readiness report, which will give you. So in 30 days, you will get to know what is the problem you are facing in your organization. Where are the challenge? Why working capital is always under stress? Why you always under stress in terms of cash, even though the revenue is growing, you are getting new clients? What is happening with the compliances? Where are those stuck? So we will do that report, and we will do a dedicated report. From 31 to 60 days is the day when we build your systems and processes and SOPs. We build that for you so that you become very powerful and you are able to take decisions on time. We will give you a live MIS implemented report. We will give you financial control built, and we will give you a 13 week cash flow model. All those things we will give you. And the best part is that from 61st to 100th day, we will actually, for 1 month, we will run it for you. So we will give you one CFO who will be a virtual CFO with you, and he will work like a fractional CFO. He will spend dedicated time with you, and he will run those systems with you for 1 month, 2 months, depending on your need basis. So we are there to handhold you, help you, so that you become very powerful. You start taking decisions on real data metrics. Now, this is very, very important, right? So anyone can do it themselves. So if you want, you can do it yourself. But if we do it, we will show you the results in first 30 days. We will find every profit leak found. We will put our team on that, and we will do it. So obviously, so when we do it, it is sure shot, because we have done this for hundreds and hundreds of businesses in last 20-25 years, wherein if you do it, you don't know how to navigate, which systems to use, so it may be a challenge for you, right? But you always have a path, and I want every MSME in India to actually start taking decisions on real data metrics and not on gut feeling and on darkness. So I tell you what, one very interesting example I want to give, and then I will end this video. First of all, so I was talking to a real estate interior based out of Bangalore, and he was always struggling. He was said that I'm running 13 projects, but I still feel that I'm not profitable, or I can become much more profitable. And we were just sitting with him at a coffee table, and I told him that, do you track project profitability, and do you track the matrix milestone which we build for them? And you know what happened when he started tracking those metrics? He was start because in interior there is always an escalation provision, and you escalate and you start managing. And in one project, we found out that they are not able to generate those reports, and because of that, they are not able to do the escalation clause. Because of that, they actually recovered 68 lakh rupees in that one project. Now, since they were started measuring, so you improve what you measure, right? If you start measuring, you will improve on any parameter. On an average, we have seen that in first 60 to 100 days, most of the businesses recover up to 15 lakh rupees on an average through using our system. Now, every quarter we open this up, and so one of if and you have to be honest to yourself. This FOS 100 is not for you if you are building, if you want to build a 1,000 crore company, 500 crore company, but you are still running your finance like a 50 lakh shop. You still measure success by revenue, while your competitor is actually measuring success by cash margin and velocity. So these are the points. If you fall in these of the categories, then this system may not be applicable to you. But if you feel that you want to take in control of your finances, you want to build strong finance, and you want to start taking decision on data metrics, then this is the system which you need to employ. Because we have seen from our experience that when you start measuring and start employing the system, you actually improve on your margins, profitability, metrics, compliance, and you are in a control, and you can really scale, and you can take a lot of decisions based on the data points. So if you are interested, if you want to talk to our team, you can scan this QR code. There will be a Google form which will pop in, and you can fill in your data, and my team will come back to you and talk to you and see how we can help you. Every quarter we open up for limited business owners. So if you're really interested, you have to be quick on this and do it. This is for today. Thanks for watching. This is Alok Patnia, founder and managing partner at Tax Mantra Global.